just to set the stage here, so 2050 is approximately 30 years from now. About 12 years ago was when I got my first iPhone. And just to think about how quickly the compute power and what I'm able to do with that iPhone, how quickly that's happened over the last 12 years makes me think that in 2050, the world is just a totally different place in biology. I think we're still in the early days, like I said, let's call it third inning of biology. But I really think by then we're at a stage, particularly in therapeutics, where the understanding of the individual, meaning meeting a patient where they are for all of their different individual comorbidities, as well as having the tools in which to develop extremely personalized therapies, is readily available to us. I think there are a number of diseases which once were thought of as fatal that have become chronic or may even be cured by that point in time. However, my guess is that at that point in time, we've unearthed a number of additional diseases where we are still in the early innings of being able to robustly develop therapies therein. And what I mean by that is something we talk about internally at the firm is, if we think about cancer immunotherapy as a paradigm, that's essentially turning the immune system up to do what it does best, which is fight cancer. However, we're still too early today, and we're probably too early for a decade to understand what the long-term effects of turning the immune system up really is. And so you can imagine side effects or bystander effects like autoimmunity becoming increasingly important and prevalent in the society today, which then feeds on itself. We need to understand more about autoimmunity, even the new types of autoimmunity that we may be introducing to folks. And there's this sort of flywheel of understanding and progression of biology. That being said, I think we're going to be able to understand disease paradigms much faster. I think we're going to be able to design personalized therapies. And I also hope by 2050 that the reimbursement schema has changed significantly, such that the correct incentives for these types of individualized therapies, even if expensive, exist. And we have solid techno-economic analyses to allow us to enable those reimbursement frameworks. Chaz.